Southern California's Emmy award-winning game show, where schools match skills and wits. KidQuiz. And here, to introduce today's participating schools is your host, Maclovio Perez.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and welcome to another edition of KidQuiz. We're in a brand new season, still in the preliminary rounds. So these schools are first-timers, and we welcome them. Interesting situation we have here. We have two schools from the same town. They're both from Cerritos, California. And first, let me introduce the team players from Juarez Elementary School in Cerritos. We have John Rosser, who's the team captain. John, introduce us to your first-round players.
To my right is Jamie Iwai, and to my left is William Kim.
Jamie and William. And from the other side of the Pizza Hut, we have Wittman Elementary School. We have team captain Marcy Komai. Marcy, welcome, and please introduce us to your first-round players.
To my right is Kathy Kim. To my left is Jason Horn.
All right, Marcy and Jason. Well, this is going to be very interesting because only one of these teams is going to go proudly back to El Cerritos there and wave the bragging rights. So we'll see who actually winds up as a winner. Before we start with the program, I want to ask Jack, our announcer, to please tell us about the prizes that we're competing for, or the schools are competing for in this season of KidQuiz. Jack?
Sure, Mac. This year, our second-place school will receive Merriam-Webster's new International Unabridged Dictionary with a beautiful hardwood table. Panasonic's Easy Programming Barcode VCR. The four-head unit lets you set time, date, and channel with the use of a barcode scanner from Panasonic. The winning school will receive the superbly illustrated 22-volume New Book of Knowledge Encyclopedia. Accurate and up-to-date information from Grolier. The Macintosh personal computer from Apple Computer. Macintosh, a computer that provides the power to be your best. The winning school will also take home this 1990 Spring Championship trophy.
Very nice. Nice prizes. One school will win at the end of the season. Before we start, I want to introduce you to someone very important. She's off stage. She is Arlene Nakamura. She is our judge. And I want the team players to know that if you answer correctly, she'll give you one of these. And if you answer incorrectly, she'll give you one of those. Hopefully we won't get too many of those, all right? So, team players, hands flat on the white palette, and go for the buzzer when you think you have the answer. If you are incorrect, the other team gets to hear the question and hopefully answer it correctly. For 10 points, what office in our government does Dan Quayle hold? Jamie.
President.
Vice President is correct for 10. What ocean surrounds the North Pole? John.
The Arctic Ocean.
The Arctic is correct for 10. Here's a math one. Approximately how much is pi equal to? Kathy.
3.14.
3.14 is excellent. Very good. In which outdoor sport does the score start out as love all? William.
Tennis.
Tennis for 10. Here's a musical question. Let's all listen in, and then I'll ask you the question. The Brahms composed this music we often use to put baby to sleep. What do we call this song? Marcy.
Lullaby.
The lullaby, the Brahms lullaby. A visit to the cardiologist would be to examine what part of your body? Marcy.
Heart.
Your heart is correct. For 10 points, in which U.S. war did General Robert E. Lee surrender to General Ulysses S. Grant? John.
The Civil War.
The Civil War is correct. Multiple choice, I'm going to give you three choices. In a choir, if a woman is singing soprano, is she singing high, low, or loud? Marcy.
High.
She's singing high. Very good. If a pillow is filled with down, what does it contain? John.
Feathers.
Feathers, very light feathers. Tiny little feathers that make it very soft. For 10 points. In the U.S., what is the only state whose name begins with the letter F? Marcy.
Florida.
Florida. Correct for 10. Aha. Grammar. Which punctuation mark will end an interrogative sentence? Marcy?
Question mark.
The question mark is correct for 10. Who was the author of the novel Huck Finn? Marcy was first.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain, Samuel Clemens. For 10 points, in which type of math problem do we call the answer a quotient? John was first.
A division problem.
A division problem is good. Very tight game here, 70 to 60. Next for 10, Alexander Graham Bell is famous for which invention? Jamie was first.
The telephone.
The telephone. Now, here's one for 10. What is a more common term for an animal that is a canine? John.
A dog.
A dog. Very good. Very good. That's the end of the audio round. Let's see. Juarez is at 80 and Wittman is at 70. A very tight game. But now we go to the valuable bonus questions, or rather the video questions. These are worth 20 points. Reminding the team players, I'm going to show you the video, wait 3 seconds, and then ask you the question. You can anticipate my question, but you can win or lose depending on how the question was written. Here's the first video question. Let's watch.
If you build it, he will come.
What is the name of this movie? Jamie.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams. Very good. The next one is multiple choice. I'll give you 3 choices. Which pair of words are antonyms? John.
Up, down.
Up and down is correct. The next one is a 2-part question. I'll require 2 answers.
Good. Magic was fresh. Michael Thompson came in, played real well.
Give me the name. Give me his name and the team he plays for. Jamie.
Byron Scott and the LA Lakers.
The Lakers. 4, 10, 20. Next one is mathematical. Watch carefully. What math sign goes in this box? Marcy.
Plus.
Plus is correct for 20 points. Next one for 20 points. One of the oldest musical instruments in history. Marcy.
Harp.
The harp is correct for 20. Next one. The capital of this state is Des Moines. What state? Marcy.
Iowa.
Iowa is correct for 20. From science, watch this.
That's one small step for man, one giant
Neil
leap.
Armstrong was the first person to do what? Marcy.
Walk on the moon.
Walk on the moon. Wittman taking the lead, 150 to 140. Multiple choice is the next one. This timber rattler belongs to which group of animals? The arachnids, William.
Rattlesnakes.
Cannot accept. Back to Wittman. Here's a question. This timber rattler belongs to which group of animals? The arachnids, the reptiles, or amphibians? Kathy.
Reptile.
Reptiles is correct for 20. Next 20-point video question is before you. The largest and most important stock exchange in the U.S. is in what city? Marcy.
New York.
New York is correct. Next one for 20 points. It's often filled with candy toys. Marcy.
Piñata.
The piñata is correct for 20. Next one is a 2-parter. I'll require 2 answers.
К улучшению наших отношений.
Give me his name and his country. John.
Mikhail Gorbachev in Russia.
That is correct for 20 points. Next 20-point question before you watch. Name this country located on the continent of Africa. Marcy.
Egypt.
Egypt is correct for 20. For 20 points, here's the next one. They are sometimes referred to as firehouse dogs. Marcy.
Dalmatian.
The Dalmatian is correct for 20. Next one is a two-parter. I'll require two answers. Match the animal to the political party. Marcy.
Elephant, Republican, donkey, Democrat.
Is correct for 20 points. Very good. All right, here's the next one for 20. Watch. What is the acronym UFO? Jamie.
Unidentified flying object.
Is correct for 20 points. Very good. And that is the end of the video round. We have a tough game going here, but now we move to the very valuable bonus question. As I remind the team players, only the team captains may buzz in. Team players, put your hands down. You may confer with your team members before you answer. The first clue is worth 50 points. Second clue is worth 30, and the third clue is worth 20 points. All right, here is the first clue for 50. This U.S. state is one of the highest in the nation. What is the name of this state? Next clue, now it's worth 30 points. 3 major rivers originate in this state. They are the Platte, the Arkansas, and the Rio Grande rivers. What is the name of the state? Okay, final clue. It's now worth 20 points. The capital of this state is Denver. Marcy.
Colorado.
Colorado for 20 points. All right. We'll be back with the second half of our game after this message. Don't go too far away.
KidQuiz will be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Circus Vargas, America's largest traveling big shop circus. Come celebrate an all-new 21st anniversary extravaganza. Free children's coupons at participating Lucky stores. Circus Vargas now in Indio and coming to Montclair, Upland, Bakersfield, and San Fernando. Tickets available at participating malls, Ticketmaster, and Circus Vargas. See family entertainment at its finest. See Circus Vargas.
You are about to see an amazing transformation as this bald man becomes unbald. Did his hair grow back? No. But the next best thing, gradual hair replacement from HRS. This process replaces hair slowly, over time, so no one will ever know. Hair that looks like it's growing back from HRS. Call for a free brochure today.
You begin with raw steel. Shape it with fire, muscle, and sweat. Polish it to razor-sharp perfection. We're looking for a few good men with a medal to be Marines. KidQuiz is back.
We are back. Very good. We're back with the second half of our game, and before we move on to the second round, we want to thank our first round players for a good job. The game is very exciting, so we ask you to please take your seats. How about a nice hand for first rounders, all right? You can go ahead and take your seats. As you may know, we have 16 schools participating in each season of KidQuiz, and this season is no different. There you see Yorba Linda and Lake Los Angeles that have advanced to the next round of elimination. And then you see the other schools that will be competing in this season. From those two brackets, we will eliminate down to a champion, which will be later this season. So we'll hope that you keep watching the program to see who actually wins. And for today, it will be very interesting to see which school from Cerritos actually moves on to the elimination rounds. We now go back to John from Juarez Elementary to please introduce us to your second round players.
To my right is Lisa Hollingsworth, and to my left is Scott Fair.
All right. And we go back to Marcy from Wittman Elementary to introduce us to your second round players.
To my right is Michael Shea. To my left is Chang Zhou.
Michael and Chang. Okay, very good. So, we are now ready to start the second half, and our first question, in conjunction with Channel 2's year-long campaign to protect our planet, we begin round 2 with this special question. What do we call air that contains significant amounts of exhaust, smoke, and other pollutants? Go ahead, guys. It's all you. Oh, my gosh, you see it every day. It's called smog. All right, it's called smog. We will call it something else later on. But for the time being, let's move on to the next 10-point question. Ready? All right, here we go. How many stars are there on the American flag? Marcy.
50.
50 is correct for 10. What type of fruit is used to create raisins? John.
The grape.
The grape. Grape. And if they're from California, they're very cool raisins, you know. For 10 points, what color must blue be mixed with if you want to get green? Marcy.
Yellow.
Yellow is correct. For 10 points, in California, what political office does George Deukmejian hold? John.
Governor.
The governor is correct, the state of California. Next is a 10-point audio. Let's listen to the music first, and then I'll ask you the question. This fight song is from a local university whose mascot is a Trojan. Name the university. Lisa.
USC.
USC is correct for 10 points. Every 10 years, we count the number of people in the U.S. What is this process called? Marcy was first.
Census.
The census. We got to all get registered for that very soon. Next question for 10. In 1989, the manager of the Cincinnati Reds was banned from baseball for life. What was his name?
Pete Rose.
John is correct for Pete Rose. A lot of guys went for that one. All right, next 10-point question. What was the name of the ship that carried the first pilgrims to Plymouth Rock? Michael.
The Mayflower.
The Mayflower is correct for 10. How many people sing in a quintet? Chang.
5.
5 is correct for 10. Mrs. Lawson had a ribbon 8 feet long. She cut it into 8 equal lengths. How many inches was in each piece? Marcy was first.
12.
12 inches is correct for 10 points. If you are Danish, what country are you from? Michael.
Denmark.
Denmark is correct. And no, there is no country named pastry, okay? For 10 points, what is the common term for an animal that is a feline? Don.
A cat.
A cat is correct for 10. Scott Odell wrote about Corona Ramo. Marcy.
Island of the Blue Dolphins.
Is correct for 10 points. And a dog named Ron, too, in a book called The Island of the Blue Dolphin. Next, we move along for 10 points. On which continent will you find the mountain range known as the Alps? Marcy.
Europe.
The European continent is correct for 10. Here's a multiple choice. I'll give you 3 choices. What famous composer had the middle name of Amadeus? I haven't read the choices, but Marcy's buzzed in.
Mozart.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is correct for 10. Very good. That's the end of the second audio round. Now we move to the very valuable 20-point questions. Okay, I'm going to show you the video, wait 3 seconds, and then ask you the question. You can anticipate the question, but you can win or lose big depending on how the question was written. The first video is before you. Watch. These ancient ruins are located in what country? Scott.
Greece.
Greece is correct for 20. 20 points, next video. The instrument is a tuba. To what group of instruments does it belong to? Marcy.
Brass.
The brass section is correct. Next video, watch. Deng Xiaoping was once considered the most powerful leader of what country? Michael.
China.
China is correct for 20. Next one is a two-part question. I'll require two answers. Pronounce and spell this word. Marcy was first.
Tennessee. T-E-N-N-E-S-S-E-E.
Very good. Very good. I can't get through Tennessee because it's got two N's, two S's, and two E's. That's a tough one. All right, very good. For 20 points, here's the next video question. Haven't read it, Scott.
Scorpion.
Scorpion is an arthropod. This arthropod found in dry, hot regions. Correct. We move on to the next 20-point question. Here's the video. Name the European country. Marcy.
Italy.
Italy for 20. Next one is from Current Affairs. Watch. She is recuperating from a recent traffic accident. Scott.
Gloria Estefan.
Gloria Estefan. From the Miami Sound Machine. They were in a bus accident. Hopefully she'll be well soon. All right, we move along. What math sign? Michael.
Divide.
Divide is correct for 20 points. The next question is worth 20. Watch. The hula originated in which U.S. state? Marcy was first.
Hawaii.
Hawaii is correct. Next video question. Watch your monitors. In this sentence, what is the complete subject? John.
The young child.
The young child is correct for 20 points. Very good. Here we go for the next 20-point video question. Watch your monitors. These are the remains of a plant or animal of a past age preserved. Marcy.
Fossil.
The fossil is correct. It's easier for you to answer than for me to ask it, actually. We move on to the next 20-point video question. Haven't read the question, but Michael buzzed in.
Amelia Earhart.
Amelia Earhart is correct. Very good. Very good. She was lost over the Pacific on a flight around the world, a solo flight. Amelia Earhart. Very good. In the next 20-point video question. What is the name of the daughter? Scott.
Judy.
Judy Jetson. Correct. Now somebody wants to name the dog, right? We move on. What chess piece can move in any direction but only one square? Scott.
King.
The king is correct in chess. Next video question. This woman's diligence. Marcy.
Florence Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale. Excellent. That is the end of the video round. Wittman with a commanding lead, but we move to the final bonus question, which is worth 70 points on the first clue, 50 points for the second clue, and 30 points for the final clue. Now, reminding only team captains may buzz in. Team players, put your hands down. You may confer with each other, and if you're incorrect, you're out of the round, and the other team gets to answer at whatever clue level they choose. The first bonus clue for 70 points. This country is one of the most northern countries in Europe. Name the country. John.
Norway.
Norway is incorrect. Wittman, would you like the second clue? The second clue, this country is bordered by Norway, Sweden, and Russia. Time's up. Third clue. The capital and largest city in this country is Helsinki. Marcy.
Finland.
Finland is correct for 20 points and the game. We'll be back with the conclusion of our game after this message. Don't go too far away.
KidQuiz will be back.
I can zoom to Mars, I can toss the ball. I can be a star,
about to see an amazing transformation as this bald man becomes unbald. Did his hair grow back? No. But the next best thing, gradual hair replacement from HRS. This process replaces hair slowly, over time, so no one will ever know. Hair that looks like it's growing back from HRS. Call for a free brochure today.
A message from your Shriners Hospitals.
This bathroom could be the most dangerous room in the house. A lot of kids are seriously burned by scalding hot water in bathtubs. Small kids should never, ever take a bath without a grown-up watching them closely. First of all, run cold water into the tub. Then add hot water to warm it up. Kids always want to play with the faucets. And hot water on their tender skins can scald. Hot water can burn in less than 3 seconds.
When I'm off on my own, this bike will do. When I'm out with a friend, I need a bike built for 2.
Hi, Ronald.
But when there are more friends, this is much better. To get us all to McDonald's to enjoy lunch together.
Arg! There's a beagle in my Happy Meal.
Now each McDonald's Happy Meal comes with one of 4 Peanuts friends, a farm toy, and neat farm stuff all the gang can share. One set like this with each McDonald's Happy Meal you buy.
KidQuiz is back.
We are back. We are back with the conclusion of a very exciting game. We literally ran out of every question we had available for this game because they answered all of them. We want to congratulate Juarez Elementary from Cerritos. You did a really fine job. Thank you very much for coming and joining us. But unfortunately, your competitors from the other side of town at Wittman Elementary, also from Cerritos, not only take the score, the bonus, but the entire game and move on to the next elimination round. So a nice big hand for them. Thank you for joining us, and join us again soon, I hope, for another edition of Kid Quiz. We'll see you then, all right? So long.